Well, thank you all for volunteering to help out with the HBAA Chili Cookoff. First, I want to give some background on Chili Cookoff and the event in whole, talk about HYLA's role, share the schedule and the flow of the event, some of the awards that will be given out, and the roles that you all will be helping out with, and then just some additional notes. So we have Samantha Torres, who is the president-elect for HBAA, and Lucy Kane, who's HYLA's executive director. They've both been to the Chili Cookoff before, so they'll be able to help answer any other questions. So the Chili Cookoff was first held in 2015, so they'll be celebrating the 10th year this year. And it's in collaboration with HYLA and HBA. Basically consists of law firms, legal departments, legal associations, and just members of the legal community who come together to determine the best chili and pie in the legal community and try to earn bragging rights. It's going to take place this year, Saturday, February 1st, at St. Jerome's Catholic Church from 5 to 9 p.m., but the volunteer shifts are shorter. So there will be a DJ, some fun activities for the kids, face painting, and a whiskey and wine pool. So the cool thing about the Chili Cookoff is that we have actual retired federal, county, and municipal court judges who all actually judge the chili and pie. And then all the proceeds from the Chili Cookoff will go to fund lawsuit and scholarships. So a little bit about HYLA's role in the Chili Cookoff. The HBAA Cookoff Committee actually helps organize logistics of the cookoff. What HYLA does is that we help with the judging process, along with the president-elect, Samantha. So this consists of recruiting judges and volunteers. And then HYLA usually has a team that participates in the cookoff, which is led this year by Thomas Frazier. So if you have any questions or anyone who wants to participate, they can reach out to him. So the schedule and the flow of the Chili Cookoff is tentative, but just to give you an idea of what it was like last year, from 4:30, we asked volunteers to start arriving so that they can get there before the judges. Around 5 o'clock is when the judges start to arrive. Around 5:15 is when the HBAA president submits their booth selection. 5:15 is the judges' orientation. 5:30 is when we start judging, when the judges begin judging. Around 6:15, 6:30 is when we make the announcements regarding the end of the People's Choice. And that's also when the silent auction, which will be a whiskey and wine pool this year, will end. And this is when volunteers will pick up the People's Choice jars. And then between 7 and 8 is when the results will be announced. So the schedule is still tentative, but we'll send more information. Some of the awards that will be given out are 1st through 3rd for best chili, 1st through 3rd for best pie, best booth, and People's Choice. Any questions so far? So some of the roles that we have, so the shifts will start from 4:30 to 7:30. And just as a reminder, volunteers can attend for free, and they can also enjoy the chili and pie. And volunteers can be lawyers or non-lawyers. So if you have friends or family or neighbors, they're welcome to join. So we have volunteers who will help set up the judges' room. HBAA will provide all the supplies and the things that are needed in the rooms. And this will include bowls and instructions. The judges are usually tucked away in the back in a classroom, so they're more, they're away from the actual Chili Cookoff event. And then we have the lead runners. So these volunteers will help lead the service line and the running of the chili. So basically the chili and pie judging process will run like the back of a restaurant. So then we have the chili and the pie runners. So essentially we'll be cutting pie and pouring chili and taking those to the judges. The volunteers will gather the chili on a rotating basis, and one volunteer, likely the lead volunteer, will tell them which chili to serve, just so that they're serving it in a random order. And then ideally, when one judge is done with one sample, the next one will be ready for the next. And this is the same process for the pie, except there are a lot less pies. So these volunteers may finish earlier. And then we have the floaters, and so they'll just help wherever help is needed, or if there's like a need that day, they can help fill that gap. And then we have scoring. So we would like to have two volunteers who are going to help with this, basically one reading the numbers and one putting it into the spreadsheet. This just makes the process go a little bit faster. And then we'll also have volunteers for people's choice. So I'm not sure exactly how we're going to count the people's choice, but once that part is concluded, they'll help count each of the teams' points or chips. I'm not sure what it's going to be, and determine the winner. And then we're also incorporating line dancing this year. So I think we're looking for volunteers to lead it or to participate in it. Lucy, is it both? Maybe both, but that's something new this year we're trying to add. And then just as some reminders, HBAA will provide all of the supplies to the teams. And then HYLA has black aprons for the chili runners and for the chili cook-off team. You may want to wear comfortable shoes just in case you're moving around a lot. And then, yes, we'll also send out additional information and logistics and other important information prior to the chili cook-off, and including contact information. Sam and Lucy, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think that covered it. And for the people's choice, it's just tickets. So each table will have a jar and people can put their ticket in for their favorite chili. And then we'll just gather, the volunteers will just gather the jars, and then in the back we'll count them. And if a volunteer is short on time or wants to just do a short shift, then maybe signing up for the pie would be most ideal, since there are less pies. That's usually a quicker process. Or even volunteering for like setup or cleanup. Any help is definitely appreciated. We'll provide all the supplies, and the best part is you can stay and enjoy the chili as well.
Sounds good.
Well, I think that's all that we have. Did you have any questions?
Elena, do you have any questions? You were here last time. Do you have any suggestions on?
Or input?
Yeah, but like, do you have any suggestions like, let's do it this way, or how we can do this? Janet is new. Sam and I are always, what do you call it? Always in process, right? Or progress, whatever.
Yeah. And I'll be there to help Janet as well, and you guys, but kind of just floating around wherever help is needed. But Elena, if you have any input from last year, definitely, even if you think of something down the road, just feel free to email us and we'll take a look.
Yeah, I think it was self-explanatory. I don't know if we need to speed up the process of like counting scores. I think towards the end last year, I think we didn't have like a designated person. I don't know if this year, but I think other than this, it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, good point. I think that this year, since we'll have some dedicated people, that should speed that up. But I can't forget, I can't remember, are you still in law school?
No, actually, I'm practicing.
Oh, okay. Congrats.
Thanks.
Yay!
You have any friends who want to come?
Any colleagues?
Yeah. Well, Thomas Frazier is the person in charge, right? I need to email him right now. We got to get that started. So the volunteers and everybody, as you know, Elena, is all about the chili and all. But if we have volunteers who want to help out with cooking, doing our table, please do. My goal is to get like 20 volunteers. Is that about right? Is that what we need around? Yeah. And then like 10 more people to hang out at the chili table for HYLA. So 30 people altogether.
And then what about the line dancing? Do we need to look for somebody else?
Talk to Michael. If Michael Lou's going to do that, invite, but you know who else would, I think would love it? And I've talked to him about it, Greg Griffin.
Yeah, I think you would love it.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm gonna have my one of the things I'm gonna tell all the young lawyers, whoever volunteers, to get ready to do a two-step and a Cotton Eye Joe and just a fun time.
Yeah, that'll be
So
fun.
fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I really am. Okay. Well, if that's what else
All
I want to
right.
keep going.
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna keep this recording and I'm gonna put it on YouTube. So
Mhm.
that way people have it and then we can just tell people to go to that.
Okay,
Okay,
that sounds good.
great. All right, thanks guys. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Sure. Take care. Bye.